The financial advisor career. All right, y'all, sit down, get comfortable. I'm going to share some of my thoughts and insights about the career path and the idea of you being a financial advisor. You know, I feel like I have a very unique perspective to be making and sharing this video because I was a financial advisor for over 8 years. I had my Series 6, 63, 65, and I had a fantastic run. I was a financial advisor from 2012 until 2020, and then sold my book and walked away. So some of my insights that I'm gonna be sharing with you today are from that 8-year run and a little bit of my opinions of financial advisors, both before I was a financial advisor, as a financial advisor myself, and then now that I've been away from the career for a few years, I've got some insights that I want to share as well. So we're just going to get into it. I've got some notes because I'm probably going to go on some long rants here, so I hope you're sitting down and comfortable. I've got to read the notes, otherwise I'll go on too many long rants, right? So number one, it's not easy. And I want you to know that it's not easy because if you try anything in life, you're gonna scrape your knee, you're gonna fall, you're gonna make mistakes, you're going to fumble a little bit. And I think if you understand going into this career path, it's not going to be easy. And if you know that, then I think you can judge how much you want to challenge yourself. You can judge how much you want to push yourself, but it's not going to be easy. It's going to be challenging. However, the longer you're in the career, it does get easier. It's never perfectly easy. It's always going to have some challenges to it. Some of them might be staff related, client related, money related, economic related. A lot of it's going to be out of your control. So you're going to have to deal with some ambiguity, and you're going to have to really be willing to walk through a challenging time of your life. Okay, so just be ready for that. I would also suggest, if it's possible, to do this debt-free. That's how I became a financial advisor. I was a career changer financial advisor. You know, and actually, now that we're talking about that, the folks that might be watching this video, I'm just gonna assume for a moment, if you're researching the career path of a financial advisor, you're either a career changer like me, or you're a younger person who's maybe in an internship, or you're graduating college and you're entertaining this as a career path for yourself. So if that's you, you know, let me know in the comments down below. I'd be curious to have your opinion as well, coming from your perspective compared to mine, right? So the reason why I say that it's better to be debt-free is because there's a few different paths, a few different career paths, and we'll get into that in a minute. But if you have no debt, and if you have a nice chunk of cash, then if money gets tight for you personally, you've got your own personal emergency fund to dip into so that you can continue to run your practice, because you're essentially starting a brand new business. Imagine that you're opening up a sandwich shop. That's a really good analogy that a lot of sales trainers tell you when you first get started. That's kind of what they say to get you to call your friends and family, because that's who you only really typically have networked with up until the time you start this career. That's why they tell you to call friends and family. Anyway, we'll get into that in a minute. Actually, no, we'll get into it now. Why do they tell you to call your friends and family? Because it's a sales job, y'all. I wanted to talk about attrition right now. Attrition. The reason why there's a lot of attrition in this financial advisor career path is because it's sales, and people don't realize that, and they get into it and they're like, wow, oh my gosh, I got to make all these phone calls. I've got to really sing for my supper. I've got to really work hard. This isn't for me. I don't want to be a financial advisor. I'm going to go do something else. That happens because it's a sales job, and there's a lot of attrition in sales jobs, right? I think a lot of financial advisors get nudged and coached to make a lot of phone calls, right? 30, 40, 50, 20, 45, 60 dials a day. It's a lot. That's a sales job. That's a sales job. So for me personally, I started with one of 12 candidates, 12 recruits. And then after about 5 months, there were, I think, about 6 or 7 of us. And then after a year, I was the only one left. And I want to tell you about expectations of a minute ago. Because I told you that I had no debt going into this career, but there were 11 people that left within a year. So most of these people did not do well financially as they were trying to be a financial advisor. And a lot of them went deeper into debt as a result. So that's the other reason why I wanted to make this video, is because if there's 12 people watching this video right now, there is a potential that 11 of you in 1 year from right now are not going to be a financial advisor, and you'll be deeper in debt than you are right now. So that's why I say, have the right expectations. Have the right expectations. Okay, so let's talk about the paths of a career financial advisor. So I'm going to generalize this. So I apologize, but I'm going to generalize into 3 paths. Path number 1, that would be the most common, would be, well, I'm going to call it a salaried financial advisor. And then under a salaried financial advisor, we're going to break that down into 2 different options. One would be a financial advisor that is just starting out, working for a bank, probably making under $40,000 a year as a salary, and then anything above that, they would earn in a fee, maybe 35 or 40% of whatever the bank fees are that advisor generates. That would be maybe added on top to the $32,000 or $36,000 or $40,000 salary, and then they're going to get something on top. That's not too bad because then you're at least bringing a little bit of money in. But on that type of a salary, you're not buying a fancy car. You're not buying the most fanciest of clothing. You are, kind of struggling to get by. So, hey, fun tip, do what I did. Buy a suit off the rack and then take it to a tailor and spend the right money on a tailor. All my suits are off the rack, but I had them tailored and they look sharp. Also, non-iron, wrinkle-free. Link in the description. Y'all, get these magnets. My goodness, come on. Stop looking like John Travolta. Start looking a little more sharp, right? All right, so I'm rambling. I apologize. All right, so the salaried financial advisor. So one that would work for a bank, low salary, and gets paid maybe some sales commissions on top of that. The other type of salaried financial advisor would be one that's working for a larger broker-dealer, traditionally, maybe a small boutique shop, maybe, but you're working for a larger broker-dealer. Maybe you're making a salary of 57 to 65, maybe 60 to 72,000. I don't know. It's been a few years, y'all. I've been out of the game. I don't know with inflation what these things are at right now. But at the end of the day, you're going to get a larger salary, but that's it. You don't get any fees, and this is like your rookie time. This is like your hunting season, right? You've got 12 months, or you got 18 months, or you've got 2 years to get 20 million of assets under management, or 24 million, or 30 million of assets under management. And if you don't get 30 million, or 25 million, or whatever the number is that they put in front of you as your goal, you're gone, fired. And then you have to worry is, will your clients follow you to the next broker dealer or not? So I know firsthand a few handful of guys that literally just hop from one broker dealer to the next, earning 50 grand here, 60 grand there. And then because every time you make that hop, some of your clients go with you. So by the time you make your final hop and you finally get to gather and accumulate 20 million or 30 million of assets under management, it's helpful to do that when you're on your 3rd or 4th hop and more clients keep coming with you. So I don't know. That will be the salaried financial advisor. The other financial advisor, we'll put them in the middle here, we'll say that they are the non-salaried. That is the path that I walk down. This path is one that traditionally has a lot more insurance products sold into it, right? A lot of the folks that are salaried, they typically will care a lot about your investments, and then insurance will sometimes be an afterthought, and planning will be the forethought, right? And then with the non-salaried group of advisors, your forethought will be insurance and planning, and then investments for the good ones, the smart ones, they will start to gather investments as soon as possible. But there's a lot of folks out there that are financial representatives, that are financial advisors, right? Here's a video about what is a financial advisor. I'll put that up right here. That kind of coincides with this one as well. But at the end of the day, it's sink or swim. It's sink or swim. And if you get a few $1,000 for the first month or for the first 6 weeks, that's cool, but that goes real quick. And you got to call your friends, your family. They encourage you to make a list of people that you can call, and you literally have to call them. Well, you don't have to, but if you want to succeed in the career and have a shot, you will. And then from there, it's just your sales skills. It's your ability to walk into an establishment and meet someone and then turn that into a meeting and then turn that meeting into a potential client. It is sales, right? So the third career path, I would say, is the least salesy one. And I would say it's the one where it's a little bit more where I personally think the trend of the industry is going. You could blame Schwab for $0 trades. They started that a long time ago, and then Robinhood came in as well. So this trend of the financial advisor making and getting paid less money, it's a trend that will continue. And the trend that is now being shifted is, I would say, the flat fee financial advisor or fee only financial advisor. To me, this is a little bit more realistic of what I think people should expect from a financial advisor. Why? When I need HVAC work done at my house, I pay my HVAC technician a fee for servicing my unit, and then that's it. There's no ongoing fee, even though my air conditioning unit continues to keep me and my family cool here in Florida. So I think for qualified retirement accounts, especially when you're talking with people that have over a decade to accumulate this money, I don't see why there shouldn't be more of an emphasis for that type of a long-term duration holding period, for that to be more of a flat fee type of financial advisor-client relationship, right? Because if you're 25 years old right now and you're going to be investing for 35 years into a retirement account, a Roth IRA or a 401k or rollover, you know, I think that the retail investor shouldn't have to pay a fee for 25 or 35 years to get to retirement. You know, what do you really need? A lot of people really just need a little bit of direction up front, a little bit of how-to, and then they can watch their own YouTube videos and they can figure it out by Googling things online. It's not 1970 anymore, y'all. It is the 2020s. It's 2023 right now. So there's information everywhere. And that's also kind of why I feel this way, because you're watching this on your phone probably, but this is a YouTube video about money management and finances. And I think that the trend of financial advisors making less money will continue. And I think that the trend of the DIY investor will grow. And I think technology is supporting that. So listen, if you disagree with anything I said, let me know in the comments down below. I had a fantastic 8-year run, y'all. I do not regret anything. Yes, it is sales. I made a ton of relationships, made a ton of great friends, and I still talk with many of them today. And a lot of you guys still watch my channel. So I'm very grateful and very appreciative of you that still follow me. And I hope that from these videos, you are still getting a little bit of a nugget of some sort of a degree and flavor from me. So I appreciate your time. I will see you tomorrow.